is where Hi everybody, welcome back to Shimoda Life. I'm John. What a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning we've got. On the drive up today, I was able to pass the beaches. As you may or may not know, I live in Shimoda, 3 hours south of Tokyo. Actually, it's the exact same latitude as Los Angeles. I think it's 33 degrees north. I think 36 is Tokyo. This is 33, 111 kilometers per degree. 300 kilometers south? Sounds a bit much. Anyway, I think it's the same latitude as Los Angeles. And so we get beautiful, beautiful sunny surfside weather a lot. And we're just entering what I call the beautiful season. Of course, spring with the cherry blossoms is beautiful always in Japan. Fall with the foliage turning. Doesn't happen very much here, but in other parts of Japan the foliage turns beautifully. That's beautiful too. But in the winter, anywhere from October to March, that's a pretty big span, we get beautiful blue skies and sunshine all day long. Very little precipitation, especially in like December, January, February. Very little precipitation. Beautiful building weather. A little bit, the wind can get chilly. I'll wear a muffler and I'll suit up accordingly, but still beautiful, beautiful weather. I wish, if you have a chance to come to Shimoda, beach town, 7 beaches, everywhere you look there's a beach, and there's surfers, and there's swimming, and there's sun, and there's sand. Okay, so enough with the Shimoda commercial. Today we've got a lot of catch up to do. If you've been following this little mini series, I think this is the 3rd episode, I am trying to make the area where I'm going to build the future house as level a place as possible, such that visibly it's obvious that, okay, the foundation will fit here. The reason I'm working on that is because the architect and the structural engineer are coming out tomorrow, Sunday, to visit the site. They haven't been out here in a long time, and we're just getting ready to submit all the official papers, all of the drawings, etc., to the various planning authorities. And they've got to come out and make a final check. So what I've been doing is working working with the excavator on the upper ledge over there to make it as flat as possible. If you haven't seen those 2 videos, they're the last 2 previous to this one, and I think they're called Mountain Excavator and, oh yeah, my mini dump truck is, it kind of has a mind of its own. It's an old thing. I bought it used on auction, and it doesn't necessarily go where and when I want it to. So go back and have a look at those 2 videos there. There's some fun stuff going on. There's some really good drone shots. I've got some aerial shots to capture the state of the mountain as it is today. Okay? And it will be very, very different a year from now. Okay, so let's get started on this beautiful, beautiful day. Okay, I guess I am going to get in the excavator. One of the first things I want to do is clean up this pile right here and put as many of these big rocks into the mini dump as possible, and just kind of get this area clean like it was last week. There's some big rocks here. I love this one with the moss growing on it. It was obviously in a shady spot for years and years and years. That's a beautiful rock. The way I'm going to do this is, I don't want the mini dump up on a slope, so I'm going to leave it parked right where it is, right there. I'm going to bring the excavator here between the mini dump and the pile, and then I'll just rotate around, grab the rocks, put them on the mini dump, etc. That way I don't have to move the excavator after it's placed here. I don't have to have the mini dump on a slope. It's all very safe, and yeah, it'll work.
Which is good. Just have to deal with them. Ish. The big ones will come in with the excavator and move a couple around here for steps, and then put these other ones on top. Okay, I've got a big pile of rocks here. I think I've got my last load of rocks in the mini dump. So I'm going to bring the excavator down from up on the hill. I'm going to bring it down here, move a couple of those rocks, then dump the last one, have the excavator move them around a little bit too. Then I'm done. Get the machinery out of here, the rocks will be piled over there, and we're good. Rocks have been moved. Lunchtime. Maybe lunchtime. My wife has just rolled up, I think, with some box lunches. Okay, I want to just jump in here very quickly to help give you a visual reference for the foundation and what I'm trying to achieve on the ground so that the foundation can be,
built or installed or put in place properly. Right here, you can see a two-level foundation with 3 vertical pieces to it. We're looking at this from the side, of course, and I'll spin it right away. But I just want you to understand the general layout. We have these 3 vertical, call them walls here, but they're essentially, well, stem walls, part of the foundation. Okay, this is the very front of the house. This is the middle, dividing the first floor and the second floor, and then this is the back of the house. Okay, let me just see if I can do this properly. I want to give you a view of this foundation on the mountain. Okay, I think this is the best I can do, where you can see this is the area up here that I'm working on right now. I'm trying to build this 90-degree ledge right here where this piece of the foundation will sit, this upper floor. And then I've already built out the level area where you can see the excavator behind here. The excavator is sitting on the area that will be this first level. And then this very front of the foundation, this vertical element here, will sit right along this area on the mountain. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build, I'm trying to excavate out the mountain so that this form of concrete can sit comfortably in it. I hope that was I hope that was in some way helpful. Okay, we made some good progress this morning. This upper layer here, upper level, is actually starting to look like an upper level. Even though there's some areas of loose rock, it looks like there's some secure rock here. I don't know if it's rock. I guess, yes, you call it rock. It's more like a sandstone. But it's very secure, very hard. I can attach the foundation to it. let's go 30 centimeters below the top. So right now, the tops of each of these pegs is on the same plane, level, perfect. I can tie a string along them just to see where we are in the middle, but I don't know that it's necessary. I don't know. Okay, but from there, so from the tops of those two pegs, we can go down however much we want to set the level of the, to set the surface air. So part of the problem with being a newbie to all of this is not having the language to describe what I want to describe. I'm sure you folks, regular viewers, have picked up on that sometimes I use some really crazy expressions. Out of the ordinary expressions, doesn't sound natural. That's a combination of, 35, 34 plus years in and out of Japan, speaking Japanese, speaking English, losing my English, losing my Japanese, and also being in an environment with very specialized language that I'm trying to learn both in English and in Japanese. Okay, I have the second level. I have the second floor height of the foundation marked, that pink ribbon, and it's not perfect, but it's almost in line with the first floor and the first foundation, the very front of the house. So that's a good marker. I have to have a right angle all through this rock at that point, at the pink point, all the way down to the corresponding pink point on that peg. I can't even see that peg from here. So that means I've got rock to cut, okay? The height is doing just fine. You can see I'm already, I've excavated too much here, okay? But I haven't gone back far enough, and that's all that hard rock. So I don't know how, but I'm gonna try and create, a 90-degree cut into that rock. And see if I can, make some progress there. Okay, so there's the line. So this line is where the back of the foundation has to be. And you can see I'm just touching the rock right over there. Maybe you can't see it in this with this lens. But anyway, I've still got to come down. Whoa, way lower than there. Okay, I'm done. Tomorrow it's going to be raining all day. We have a 4-day weekend this weekend, so I may be back on Monday and Tuesday. If I'm not, I'll sign off here. I think we made progress.